How's it going, everybody? 01 of 1 here, and I figured I'd show you a failure that I have been working on for the past hour long. So this was my Stirling engine room. You can see kind of like little smokestack over there still. So we have issues. So I got this whole thing set up right now, and I'm slowly rethinking how I'm doing everything here, but the idea was that I would use this thing to heat up a liquid, like really hot, and then use that inside these things right here to heat up the exhaust stuff that I've got going through here even hotter. All right, so that was the idea. So that way, you know, and then I was using my nitrous because that's just what I have at the moment. And it just, yeah, it's I don't know, it's not working. we'll just put it that way. It's not working. Okay, so what I have to do now is I've heated up all of my nitrous oxide, and the problem with that is once it gets to about 200 something, a little over 200 degrees, the pressure that it exudes, because it goes into a gas form, whatever, is higher than the pressure that these pipes can handle, because they can only handle six megapascals, right? So that's an issue, because how am I going to get this thing to heat up if by heating it up I extend it beyond the pressure that the pipes can handle, right? So that's basically an impossibility there. So I was hoping that maybe, you know, if the pressure was high enough, I could force it to remain liquid, which I'm sure would probably work in some situations, but yeah, it's not working. And I chose this thing because it's radiant from the sun, right? So as the sun goes over, it'll heat up a lot, and then that would have heated up everything in here, which would then transmitted that heat into here to feed the Stirling engines, etc., so on and so forth. That was the idea. That idea did not work. So I had hoped, but it does not appear that that is a thing that can happen. So with that there, and yeah, so I've got these things just pulling from ambient right now, so it should hopefully help to cool down all of the nitrous oxide in here and turn it back into a liquid. So that's kind of what I'm working on right now. I mean, it was over 200, now it's down to 170, so that's good. This should be gaining liquid. Well, whatever, it's 4.71 megapascals right now, so that still has to drop down a lot. So we just gotta wait for that to cool, I guess. Okay, so how... Now, I know that I was playing around with the idea back when I was making this whole thing to where I would use fuel and explode it, and then take that heat to then, you know, heat up the stuff. I mean, like how much temperature do you really get out of that, right? Like I don't know. And I was hoping we had like a gas version of this, but we don't. We only have liquid. So why we would want to use this for liquid when it's only really good for heating and not cooling? At least that's been my experience so far. It really sucks for cooling. Yeah, but I mean, technically right now this thing could function. It's just that the temperature in here is it's pretty low. I mean, it's getting a little warmer now, but that's because, you know, that is 973 C, and then the other side of this one-way valve is that. So, and that's just basically kind of equalizing the pressure, and that's why, you know, that hasn't really, I mean, this was hotter at one point, right? Or colder. Yeah, so it was colder when it went through here, and then it gained in pressure, and then this is one way, so the excess pressure couldn't shoot back this way, which is why it's higher pressure over here and less pressure over here. So that all makes sense. But I need that thing to cool down a lot. Like a lot. Like super cold. And I wish I could make it go faster, but I don't think I can. Right, and then this thing still isn't doing anything, really. I don't even see it moving. And if it is, it's moving very, very slowly, so that's not really doing anything. I don't know. But, I mean, the only thing that I can use to heat up stuff, I mean, maybe water vapor. Because, I mean, steam can be, like, compressed very, very highly. But the thing is that you're going to quickly reach the maximum that the pipes can handle, and then you burst the pipes, and then that's all well and good. So steampunk fantasy, probably not going to be a thing here. It would be cool, though. But, like I said, probably not a thing. And then this is just... wait, is that... This is a gas canister, and I hooked it up to a liquid pipe? Yeah, that doesn't make a lot of sense. Okay. So let me fix this, because this is a travesty. Yeah, it's a gas pipe that I tried hooking up to liquid. Okay, so that's why that didn't work at all. And then I have this lovely little canister here that I can't use for, you know, this. So we'll store that there for now. Okay, so this can go here, and then I need this thing to go there, and basically I'm just gonna use it to take the liquid out of the line. Then again, I mean, maybe once I take the liquid out of the line, maybe it would work. I have no idea. Okay, so now we have a liquid pipe in there. So now I need to make a liquid canister. Alright, so you can go there, and then canister, smart liquid canister. And I'm going with that one because, you know, you can handle the higher pressures. Okay, so if I do this, I mean, this thing is gonna groan, like you're gonna literally hear it groan. But I will show you what I was dealing with and why I had to change it pretty much immediately. Okay, so volume regulator, this is set for 75, so this needs to be set for 70. Turn that on. Okay, so now that should be filling up if there is liquid in here. Should be filling up. Apparently it doesn't want to. I suppose that's a whole other thing. But, okay, so if I take out these, and we'll just have to let them cool back down again, but, and then I connect this up to here. I do that, and I do that, and then I flip this thing on, so it heats up. So then, so you hear that right now? That's what I was dealing with. So that is because this is heating up to the point where it is increasing the pressure too much. And then this doesn't really have anywhere to go except bursting the pipes. So you can see it's at 5 megapascals and going up. And that's as the temperature is going up too. So this, not working. And it's just a terrible sound. So we'll close that back up. So that's what I was dealing with, and that's when it's like, okay, yeah, this isn't gonna work. Yeah, that just sounds terrible. Oh, yeah, and I wanted to do this from up here. So by doing this, we're pulling the ambient air, which is 23 degrees right now, and that will mix in with the liquid here, which will then hopefully, well, I know it will, but it'll start lowering the pressure slowly as the temperature drops, but yeah, that is what I was dealing with. So, what do I use in place of this? Like, I was hoping to use a liquid so I could use this thing because this thing gets the sunlight, like, really, really well, right? Do I have a medium radiator over here? No. Another tank connector, sensors, cable analyzers, radiator. That's not a medium radiator, though. Okay, so I want liquid drain. Do I not have a medium rate? Oh, that's for liquid. Okay. So I do not have what I'm hoping to find here, so that's always fun. So medium radiator. But I'm trying to just like collect some kind of heat from the sun and then use that to, I don't know, heat up something. So we have a convection and we have a medium. I don't know what the difference is. So convection and then medium radiator. What's the difference here? Medium radiator. So we have medium convection and we have medium radiator. What's the difference? For radiating heat in vacuums. Okay, so this is what you use for vacuums. And then if we go convection, radiator, aren't these the same thing? Why do we have multiple? Yes, we have this one here and we have this one here. Medium convection radiator, we have two entries. Why? Has been replaced by this one. Okay. So, and then this is for atmospheres, right? So this isn't going to give me what I want, right? What I want is that extendable radiator that can pull heat from the sun to, like, you know, heat things. Like that's what I want. So that's probably not going to help me out. Now, is this still... It is still groaning over here. Oh, right. I don't know if this is the reason for the groaning, but we'll take this out. Replace it with this. It's a terrible sound. Okay, yeah, so now it stopped. So now I have to wait for the temperature to drop all the way back down, which is probably going to take a little while. But we are getting colder temperatures here, so maybe it'll go a little bit faster. So, like, how... How do I get this thing to work with gas, is my question. And I don't... So I'm not sure... Oh, this was damaged by an overpressure event. Yeah, so... There you go. So... Oh, right. As I'm deleting those, I'm increasing the pressure. Oh, hey, that wasn't even going in there. Well, that's interesting. Okay. That That is an absolutely horrible sound. 5 megapascals. Okay, so can I put a valve directly on the end of that thing? Because I could do like the expansion or condensation valve, right? And then I could just like pump gas through there and just, you know. But the problem is, as soon as, if I have to use a liquid pipe, I mean, I'm limited by 6 megapascals, right? Unless there is a way to do this. So the issue was the pressure, right? And the pressure goes up because I have a limited volume with, yeah. So I think that's the issue. So if I go for, do I have an insulated tank? I do. So I'll take one of these. Okay, so the pressure of the pipe is dangerously high. Thank you. Oh, look at that. Okay. So I'm going to put this here for now. I'm going to get a couple of valves. So that way I can drain the gas, at least, into that large tank, which should then increase the volume by a lot. Okay, so I'm going to need a couple of valves. Kit pipe valve. The thing is, I don't know if this is going to work, though. And it might not. So the idea here is that for any gas that goes in there, we want it to go okay, so liquid, that needs to go that way, so that's our expansion valve. And then we need our condensation valve. That's backwards, okay. Hang on. Expansion valve has to go that way. Wait, no. That was right. The other one was wrong. Okay, let's try this again. Expansion valve with gas on this side. Okay. Condensation valve with gas also on this side. Come on, C button. Why are you so dumb? There we go. Okay, so we are going to put this here, have that go there. Now I've got a radiator right there to, well, that was to keep this cool. That was actually not what I wanted to do. Okay, give me this thing. That sound is like nails on a chalkboard, dude. It's a terrible sound. Okay. And then I need pipes. Did the sound stop? I really hope it did. We'll put that in there like that. We'll open that up. Okay. Now, any gases that are in there should go into here, right? But nothing is in there. Okay. Why? I mean, I have the same setup over here, so that should be going into here. Well, no, this is the gas line, though, and I'm just putting some liquid into the gas line. But I mean, I could just connect these directly over there, right? And then that would just increase the pressure in here. I have no idea if that would even work. But yeah, it's like there's like the liquid that should be in here. Oh, there is no liquid in there anymore. Okay. Okay, so that's at 4.57 megapascals, right? So, because I mean, I can use this to continue to heat up the gas or the liquid, right? But it just needs to have a place to go so that way it doesn't overpressure the pipes. But I can still put in heat, right? And then the volume of liquid in there would just be less and less, I guess. So, okay. Okay, so this is an expansion valve, so any liquid, or any gas, I should say, that is in here, which is all of it, should be going through here. But apparently it's not. Why? Why is that not working? Because right now, I don't want to connect these two, because this is our exhaust, right? And it's off doing its own thing over here, right? And then the liquid is a completely separate system, not connected into this one at all. So this needs to be connected into the liquid system, not into this system, so I can't just take this and go directly over, because that would contaminate the two systems. So, okay, but first off, like, why is this not going into there? I mean, shouldn't that be going in there? If there's a lot of pressure in here and a lot of gas, that should go through this valve here and go into there, because it's open, right? Trying really, really hard to understand how this has to work. I'm having a hard time. I don't understand why these valves are not doing what they should be doing. So let me just look it up. Expansion valve. Allows for moving liquids from a liquid pipe into a gas pipe. Only allows liquids to pass in one direction. This is done to allow the liquid to evaporate into a gas as part of an air conditioning loop. Okay, well, if I have the gas in here, or does the liquid, does it have to be liquid and pass through there first? And then condensation valve. Allows for the removal of any liquids from a gas pipeline into a liquid pipe. Only allows liquids to pass in one direction. Okay. So if I have no liquids in the gas pipe, or in the liquid pipe, it's not going to do anything. Okay, so that means that this setup will not work. Okay, I can handle that. So how do I make it work is the question. Okay. This is what I've been banging my brain against the walls of my skull trying to figure out. Okay. So I know that a drain pipe will take anything from a liquid pipe and put it into an open volume of space, right? Reinforced windows. Okay, so we're going to go and make a few of these. I think I'm going to need 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 5. 2. 3. 4. And 5. All right, you can probably guess what I'm going to be doing with these. I'm going to be making myself a little tiny room. All right, so this I'm going to move, I don't know, maybe right here. Okay, so let's do that first, and then we'll just kind of make our way as we go. Okay, so that can go here. All right, so that can be just stored over here. It is an insulated tank, so that should be 100% fine, right? Okay, so now what do I need? I need yep. And then these can come up because they're not going to do what I want them to do. I should probably free up some space. This is why I had to build these two things over here, because just wasn't enough room for everything. You can go over there, I suppose. We have all of this lovely stuff. Okay. So we are going to make a room. Steel, padded, thin, composite. I like composite. Should I do it like on the outside? I feel like I should do it on the outside. Okay. Oh yeah, and then the roof, which I'll put up here and do like that. Okay. I'm assuming that I need some sort of plastic. Okay. So there's that. That is going to be a very, very secure room. Okay. So now what I can do is I'm going to grab passive vent. I'm going to hook that up in here. All right, so that'll be right there in the middle. And then we'll connect this up to our tank. I was just thinking, is that the best thing to do right now? Because that's going to take whatever atmosphere. You know what, it's fine. So that's going to fill up immediately with atmosphere until it equalizes, right? So that's what it's doing right now. So that is expected. Okay. Now I need a drain. I don't think I have one out here. I don't think I have one. Okay. Now, is that over in here? Active vent, tank insulated, atmospherics. Do I not have a drain? Those are all passive vents. Okay. So apparently I don't have a drain. Okay. So the drain, think of the drain as like a passive vent for liquids, right? So it operates basically the same exact way, just, you know, for liquids. So what I can do here, after I get a shit ton of glass, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to need a shit ton of glass to complete that. All right, so then this can just go, and you know what, we'll put it over here. That'll just be in there like that. Okay, now I think these require, what, 5? What do these require? Wrench required to deconstruct. Okay, but how do I complete them? Reinforced window. Oh, I need stellite glass sheets. Oh, how fancy. Okay. I thought it was just like 5 regular windows, but apparently not. And this is just that we can handle the pressure, because I'm going to be putting a ton of pressure in these things. So, well, I may be putting a ton of pressure inside of these things. Okay, so let me see. Pressure. Glass, stellate. I'm going to need 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So there is our stellite glass sheets. Okay, so get that on there. Wow, that is solid looking. That's good. Okay. Now, do I want to deal with all the extra crap in there? I suppose it doesn't really matter, right? Okay, so let's just, before I do this, we'll throw that on there. Okay. Okay. Now this should allow me to go this way. All right. Now, what is inside this pipe now should also be atmosphere. And it is. Okay. So, like I said, drain is like a passive vent for liquids. All right, so now we can put this thing on here. Okay, so that closes off that room, and it is closed off on the bottom there. So now, as soon as I put this in here, now this should start filling this up with just a ton of pressure. Yeah, so now it's all going in there. It is doing what it needs to do now. Okay, so now with that, I can reduce the overall pressure inside of these pipes, which means I should be able to use this to heat things up still. Which means I can then take that off and hook this thing back up, and we'll see what kind of temperatures we can get to. Yeah, so this needs to be there. That can go there, that can go there. All right. Now, we are going to have to control this, so that way, you know, during a storm, we're not going to damage or anything. So, oh, it said waste tank. Okay. I'm like, what? All right, so there's that. There's that. Good. All right. This has been a pain, by the way. An absolute freaking pain. But now we can move the gas from here into here. Apart from the condensation expansion valves, I don't know of any other way to do it. So this is just what I got. It works, so I'm going to go with it, and it's reinforced, just in case. And then because everything should be insulated, we should keep whatever heat is being made, and we'll see what kind of temperatures we can get up to. All right, now it's saying that I need to drink something. All right. But I need to wait for the sunlight to come back out so we can try this thing out. Okay, there's that. Good. Okay, so I did do a little bit of renovating here. So there used to be a little bridge going across here, and then those wires used to be up on top. So I did move those down to the side. And because I didn't want to be kind of walking over them right through here. And then also this thing can probably come off. Is that going to be the wrench? Yes. Okay. Because we don't want that to cool off at all. So we'll take this off and we'll throw it over here for now. Okay, so that can go there. Okay. Now the thing is that probably because I expanded the volume, it probably reduced the temperature by a lot. Not really. Yeah, it's not terrible. Okay. And then convected versus radiated. I don't know if this is cooling down, but the temperature in here should be the same temperature as what's in here, so it's roughly about the same. Okay, now any liquids? Okay, good. So this is storing liquids. All right, good. And then as this heats up and causes the liquids to, evaporate as they do, then that'll force all of that stuff back in there. And we can maybe hopefully try to figure this thing out. All right, so now that that's done, I can take these things back off. The only reason why I had to do that is so I could put those passive vents up there, because you can't just place them in, the air. They tend not to like that too much. But I'm wondering if this will work for like a preheating system. Because I mean, if I can get like the temperature up super, super high in here and maintain that, then these should put out a fair amount of power. Now, granted, this whole thing should be going onto the main line here to heat all of that up. But until I get this up to a temperature that I can actually do that with, we're just going to leave it here for now. So, this is what I got so far. I kind of want to paint this whole room. Because, I mean, it's just exhaust up here, right? So, this room is for exhaust and only for exhaust. Okay, and then we have our initial storage of nitrous oxide here, which you know, it's just being moved over here, which I should probably paint this thing too. Because it's no longer really nitrous oxide anymore. It's just, I mean, it's mostly nitrous oxide. 99% nitrous oxide. So maybe I should paint this all green. I probably should, right? I don't want to, but I will. Okay, so this can go here. No, don't need that. Do need this though. Swap that out. All right. Okay, so now with this, I should be able to tell that all of this is nitrous oxide. Which will then differentiate it from, I mean, it's just me playing here, so it's not like I really need the differentiation, but. And then we'll leave that kind of khaki colored. This I don't think I need anymore, because this is just gonna be kind of like self-regulating. But I mean, it kind of depends though too. Because I mean, the purpose of this is to keep the pressure high in here so I can, you know, make use of it better, I guess. So let me, do I want to put that back? I don't know. Okay, so we'll just do that. Let me get that regulator back. Because I mean, like, if it works the way that I want it to work, great. But I have a feeling that it's not going to. Yeah, see, so it's already starting to make that terrible freaking sound again. Okay, so now this should limit. Wait, what is breaking now? There's no stress on here. There's very little stress on there. Okay, what is going on? What is screaming? Condensation is happening in the pipe. That's fine. That's what I have this thing for. Make sure those are both open. Okay, so those are both open. Okay, this is at 75, so we'll put this at like 70. So how I think this is supposed to work is as soon as this hits 75% full, it should start pushing through. And then, wait, do I have these backwards? No, that's correct, because it'll go into here and then it'll just get stored, and this will automatically be lower pressure because it's connected to this huge volume here, right? Okay, so I need to find out what is screaming and why. So that's 409 kilopascals, that's like nothing. And also this thing isn't pumping for some reason. So what is breaking here? Okay, that's 4.25% stress, that's nothing. 15 megapascals in there. And then this should be filling up this thing, right? Yeah. Okay. So any liquids that are in here should pass through here. Unless it's this. Oh, it's that. So the... Okay. So that's where the issue is. All right, so let's turn this off, turn this off. Okay, that's still rising. Okay. So this won't let gases pass through. Even though it probably should. And that's because they have to be back into a liquid format before they can go back through, but the pressure in here is too much. So how do I fix this? I mean, the pressure should be stalled for now, but that is going to have to be fixed. Okay, so do I have a liquid thing in here? I do not. Okay, let me grab these. So that just needs more space, right? It's basically all it's complaining about is just space. Oh, that is huge. I kind of want to put this up here, though. Okay. Now, as soon as I connect this, it should, hopefully, fix itself, but I kind of doubt it. And this is just a band-aid anyways, so there we go. So immediately it stopped, which is kind of what we expected it to do. Okay. Now, here's the problem though, right? This will build up in pressure. Oh, actually, hang on. Is it actually doing a thing? I don't. We'll just have to watch it for now. But now that it's got that extra volume in there, hopefully it won't complain so much. And it is just liquids that should be going through there. But apparently gases made it through somehow, so I don't know. Okay, so we're going to paint this and that. Okay. Okay, well. Okay. So this will hold any excess gases that might make their way in there, and then this will hold any liquids. Of course, this probably has to be cooled, so that way the liquids can pass back through. I mean, it's like, if these things can only pass liquid, right? Then why is there pollutant and nitrous in here, right? So that would mean that this has to cool down probably a lot. So what if up here I put like a little radiator, right? Just like a little ambient radiator type thing. Wait, is this gas or liquid? No, it's, here we go, liquid radiator pipe, okay. Okay, so now if I can keep these liquids down to ambient temperature, they should turn... Wait, no, wouldn't that... How is this going to work? I don't know if this is going to work, actually. So we're at 139 over here, we're at 290 over here. Okay, so we are heating up. in here and it's not breaking anything, which is good. Also, I don't know if that T was connected, so I don't know how much good it's actually doing. I need more insulated pipe. So, let's make some more. Oh, man. This is hurting my brain. Thought I dropped stuff over here. Apparently not. Okay. Yeah, that'll be good for now. Okay. So it was this connection here that I wasn't sure was made or not. It looks like it is not. Alright. So now that is connected on both sides. I don't know if that really makes a difference. It doesn't seem to, but I feel better about it now. Oh, and this needs to be green, not khaki. Whoops. Okay. Green. Alright, how are we doing here? 16? That's good. I will take that. Thank you. You probably don't need to be on. You probably don't need to be on. You and you also don't need to be on. Okay. There we go. Okay, so that should be good. And now this should be heating up, hopefully a lot. 213, now it's cooling. Why is it cooling? Shouldn't we be heating up? Well, I mean, this thing has to follow the sun anyways, right? So why is it dropping now? Doesn't make sense. Okay, next question. Do I have to enclose this thing in order to make it function properly? Because, I mean, if this is heating up off of ambient, heating efficiency is 0%. Or is it now cooling because it decides that it wants to cool now? Okay, why is it cooling now? It wasn't cooling before, and now it is? What? This is not helping me. Okay, so I need it to heat up and stay hot. So I need it to not cool. This is annoying. Like, you wouldn't think it would be this hard to make this stuff work. But apparently it is. Okay, now I need glass. Did I grab the glass or did I put the glass back? I think I put the glass back. Okay. I could put some walls in the back there just to make it look nice. Man. Walls. There we go. Okay. I think that works. All right. I'm gonna need the rest of the walls, but first I gotta use up this one first. Okay. Okay. Now we'll see if we can stop this thing from... And then if I do that, then I can just leave it extended the entire time. Which, you know, may be useful. Because once it's inside of here, like it's protected from storms. So there's that. Fun times. Alright. Now, is it going to continue to drop in temperature or is it stable now? It looks like it's stable now. Okay, good. And then I can still maybe probably get this thing to follow the sun, which could be interesting, perhaps. Wait, what was that? Whoa, 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 whoa. Why aren't you going into... Oh, because that's closed. Sorry. There we go. No broken pipes for me. Okay. I mean, I could put another one on here, right? It's not going to hurt anything. Okay, and this gets the... Oh, I don't have khaki. I'm trying to make the system work, and it's just like complication after complication after complication after complication. It's kind of annoying. Okay, so I need 2 more liquid radiators, which I do not appear to have. I do have some sensors, though. I will likely use one of those. All right, so let's make a couple more liquid radiators. All right, so there's one. 2. Good. And then we can paint these, and then I don't know what I'm attempting to accomplish with all of this, but I don't know. I just want the gas that's in here to not, you know, stay a gas in there. Because if I can do that, I can reduce the pressure inside of there, and then that's just going to be good all around, I think. Except how do you get the pollutant that's in there now out? I don't know. But this should hopefully help get the temperature down a little bit, maybe. But who knows? And how are we doing here? This is still cooling. It shouldn't be cooling, but it is. Actually, I wonder, what if I were to put a radiator from that pipeline right there up into here, so it heats up this area? I mean, I'm not putting any extra, you know, stuff in there. It's just straight up heat. I wonder if that would help at all. I mean, I do have one, so I could try it. I have 2, actually. Okay, so I have no idea if this is going to work or not. And if it doesn't work, I will not be... Sir, can you go in here, please? Thank you. Okay. So I'm going to put convection radiator here. It'll... Okay. And that can go there. Okay. So there's our 2 convection radiators. That should take the heat off of those pipes and heat up that little tiny room. Okay. Basically, I'm just using it to heat itself. But we'll see how this works. Is the temperature going up? Should be going up, but is it going up? Who knows? But if we go over here, that temperature is 973 degrees. All right, so that should be radiating up into there, supposedly. I mean, I could put another one in there, I suppose. Okay, the world is heating up, so that's good. Apparently I need to drink something. All right, where are we at? We are over an hour in this video. It's just been a lot of running around trying to create a preheating system. Okay. What I would like to see is like a temperature gauge in there. Gas sensor with a console would do that. I'd need power in there though. Okay, so is this thing heating up yet? We're at 146, 147. Okay. All right, but we're over an hour, so that's going to be it for this video. I might do a little bit more work off camera. We'll see. But yeah, so that's going to be it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and if you did, hope you'll join me for the next one, where we will likely attempt some more shenanigans in trying to make this thing work. And yeah, that's all I got. Have a good one.